Alright guys, today we're going to talk about my best finds for 2019. Alright guys, so we're going to be talking about all the finds that I have found in 2019. Now, there's two problems with this. One, when I started doing this, I didn't have a lot of things set up that I wanted to. I didn't have like my GoPro mask set up, and the video was just terrible, so I didn't put a lot of that up. And I found a lot of interesting things during that time, so kind of sucks. Problem number two is that I didn't have a clear vision then. I don't even know if I still do, but I have a better vision of what my channel needs to be, or what I want it to be anyway. So it's not like when I started I was like, oh, at the end of the year I should do a best finds of 2019. So I threw a lot of things away. I mean, there's still some stuff I'm probably going to throw away after this, but at least, it's been documented, and, I kept it all year, and now we can start a new year. So, yeah, didn't do that. So there's a lot of interesting things that I've thrown away, and we'll add a couple of those in the honorable mentions at the end. But without further ado, let's jump into some of the coolest things I found this year. Alright guys, this is the best finds pile. I know, it's huge, right? But there's some stuff that's not in here. Like I said, I had video of stuff and then I threw it away, and it was a big mess. But let's get into it. Let's start with the glass, shall we? Just different bottles. I just like cool, different looking, antique kind of looking bottles. Like this one has a weird shape on the side, and this one looks oval and it's pretty cool. But by far my favorite kind of jar is this right here, because it has this cool looking blue color and it has these ridges, and I don't know what it goes to. I actually seen it the other day. It's probably not viewable on camera, but it says pepper. So I don't know if you kept ground pepper in here and it had a shaker lid on top. I don't know, but it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna try to do some research and see if I can't find anything about that. But definitely the coolest kind of glass thing I have is this. And if you've been on my Instagram and stuff, you know that I found out that this is an old school seal for old mason jars when canning. So those ones had zinc lids, and the markings and the lettering that's on here, I looked it up, and it indicates that this could possibly have been produced in the 1870s. So that's pretty cool, because I've found a whole bunch of these and I actually threw a bunch away because I didn't know what they were, and I thought they were kind of stupid. But they're actually pretty cool, because they could be from the 1870s, and somehow they've lasted all this time and ended up in the river, and I found them. So I'm hopefully going to find some more, because they're pretty cool. We got some golf balls, which aren't usually too great, but it's just always fun to find a golf ball. I don't know why. It's just golf ball. It's like squirrel, squirrel. But we also got this snake that I found at Cotton Hill. I don't know if a kid threw it in or somebody threw it in trying to mess with somebody, but it definitely messed with me for a couple seconds. I actually smacked it with my GoPro, because I thought maybe it might have been real for 2 seconds. But it was just a toy, so I kept him. We got Koala Ice Cream Man. Don't know where he came from. He was sitting on the step when I was magnet fishing in front of the Capitol. But I thought he was pretty cool looking, so I kept him too. And then I have this ceramic goose. Might have been part of it was some kind of a scene. It definitely broke off, or maybe it was part of a cup or something. I don't know. But he was one of the first coolest things I found that day on that trip. And then of course we have the cool looking Rambo knife that I found the other day magnet fishing. So that's always fun to find a knife or a weapon or something. But I think by far the coolest thing that I found in 2019 has to be this World War II era German dress bayonet. I don't know how this got in the river or where it came from. It might have come from the floods that happened like 3 years ago up that way. But man, it's real cool just because it's from that era. And some people were talking to me to look for things on it, because sometimes veterans would come back and repurpose this as like a hunting knife or a fishing knife. But they were talking about asking and seeing if it had been sharpened, and the edge doesn't look like it's been sharpened. The side of it doesn't show any grind patterns like it's been sharpened up. So I think it's just legitimately still a dress bayonet that somehow got into the river. But like, that's super cool, because if this looked brand new, as in mint condition, it can go for a few $100s on eBay. So like 500 and up I've seen. So, but I just like it because it's from World War II, and somehow it ends up in West Virginia from Germany in the river, and then I found it like crazy. So definitely the coolest thing I found all year. We got some honorable mentions that, like I said, I don't have them anymore. Definitely was that one frisbee I found, which I actually returned to the guys. It was a disc golf frisbee. So I don't have that anymore, but that was pretty cool. I was able to return it to him. I found a plastic horse head in the river, which freaked me out at first too, because it was halfway in the dirt. And I pulled it up and it was just looking back at me. It's kind of freaky. I found like a plastic fire truck. I actually found like one of those, I mean, it kind of looks like a lawnmower, but it's not. It's to help toddlers stand up and walk, but it rolls. But it was Lightning McQueen, a little push thing. And that was pretty weird. Oh yeah, the whole HP desktop computer that I found in the river, that was pretty crazy too. Had a hard drive and everything still in it. It was just there. So yeah, those are things that I just didn't keep. I just threw away, either because I just didn't want to bring it home, or because I wasn't thinking, hey, I should keep this and film it at the end of the year. But those are some honorable mentions. Another thing I forgot is I have like a junk ton of lures, and this is like bag number 3. So this one's a little bit smaller, but I had another bag and I didn't film any of it again because it was I didn't have my GoPro mask set up. And but the first time I went to Campbell's Creek, I found probably 50 some lures, and about 45 of those were like still usable. They were in decent enough condition that I can give to somebody. So anytime I find a lure, I just collect it, throw it in this bag, and once it gets pretty full, I find somebody that goes fishing a lot, and I just give them a whole bunch of lures that they want them, because I don't really go fishing, so I don't have a use for them. But this is like bag number 3. I had one bag I filled up already, and then I filled up that second bag just in one day in one spot at Campbell's Creek. And now this is just from all over. This is from a bunch of different places. But yeah, anytime I find a fishing lure, it's always a good day. So that's it, guys. That is my finds. So that was my best finds of 2019. So there wasn't a whole lot, but you know, it's a new year, possibly new locations, new finds, and new experiences. So hopefully we find some cool stuff in this year coming, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.